So what's up, everybody? We're going to take a look at some more Bob's chords for It Must Have Been the Roses, a great, beautiful acoustic ballad. And this one's got a intro, verse, chorus, and a solo section. And there's 3 variations of the verse. The chords, they change a little bit, the order of things, and 2 variations of the chorus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play along with the track, and I'm going to just show us for the one for the verse, one for the chorus, and this intro also in the solo section, and just give you the same idea, because a lot of the same stuff overall is done. And at the end, I'll get a practice backing track, a link, and then also put it in the description down below. You can try this stuff without Bob's parts, so you can follow along with all the charts yourself. But let's give the intro and the first verse a listen together because they're short, and then I'll talk about what's going on. So this one comes in, Jerry does his little intro lick, and then the band comes in on an A, right? And it's like instead of playing this A, this full bar chord shape, Bob's playing a lot of high voicings up here, and you're just kind of, hitting that, picking around there, and then going to an E, first inversion triad, it's like playing this E, C shape, but just playing this right here, same thing, picking through, and then back to the A, but he goes this beautiful little thing, weaves in with the bass and Jerry's part going, like that, right? So it's playing this part of the A right there, just these 2, but then going right down the A major pentatonic scale while holding this note, though, this E. So you don't want to just go like that, but if you can really get that note to hold it, ring out, it'll sound nice up. If I can get this here, right down to an A. And that's the intro, and then kicking it into the verse, back to that same A shape. We're just gonna, really sparse. That's the kind of the name of the game of this song. It's kind of just quiet and sparse, just very, very delicate, right? Just kind of hitting that, and picking around, and then going A to an A7. Such a variety of ways we can play this. This is also just a rough thing. This is not exactly the way. Playing this A7, that's that 7th right there, so making it an A dominant 7. And really, to get the exact part, there's a lot of pinch harmonics. I'm not even sure even exactly how he's doing this. It's to say to you, if you're listening to this version, I'm kind of referencing the one from Reckoning, the really great live acoustic show. I'm not sure what he's doing. There's a part, I think, when it comes right in the next part here, the D, and he's doing these pinch harmonics, not pinch harmonics, sorry, but artificial harmonics, like this, something that I do in my own playing, and I'm not going to get into how to do this because right now, maybe I'll make a video about this someday. It's very challenging, and I'm still not that great at it. Some people can do it all over the place, like Tommy Emmanuel is just like a master of it. And he's doing something like that, playing a D, and then you do the harmonics further up here. So instead of just playing them on the 12th fret, it would be now 14th and 15th. But when I hear it, when I listen closely, he plays these 2, it sounds like both at the same time. I don't know how he does that. And I tried to look for a video. Rarely I'll do that. I want to see someone's hands close up, and I could not find one that really showed it right up. I couldn't find one for Reckoning, but there was some other show, but they just didn't have any good shots of Bob's playing. So I don't know how he's doing that. But so we're not going to get into that harmonic stuff at all. We're going to just look at more the chords and the single note stuff. Anyways, I digress too much here. So we're going to that A7 right now. We're going up to a D. You can play it here or like this. Classic Bob voicing. So it's like playing this G shape of a D, but just playing the middle 4 and putting this one here. So like playing a G like this with that D note there. So like this, and then going. So simple. I mean, a little tricky if you're not used to this technique-wise, but once you get that down, it's so simple, but it sounds so beautiful. So plays it, and then kind of emphasizes that hammer on and picking through the notes. And then hangs on it. There's a measure 2/4, you know, and then we're going. We can also think this is cut time. I'm not going to get to that, but wrote it out as if it's 4. Anyways, so the chorus. Oh, first we got to give the chorus a listen. So that was the intro, the verse, just rough approaches to the verse, minus the harmonic approach that he does. But let's give the chorus a listen to, and then we'll talk about what's going on. So it kicks in here. You could just play a D like this. He's not doing too much because imagine he's focusing on singing. Everybody's singing together, nice big harmonies. Climbing up to an E, so D to E. And then this beautiful thing over the A, like this going. So you can do it this way. So, or you could always play it like this, which is how I would do it. And you're taking an A, this major triad right here, root position of an A. There's these 3, but playing it in this with this finger here, so that you can go like that, and then right when it goes to the F sharp, plays this. So you have these 2 notes. It's like playing this minor triad of like this right here, of an F sharp minor, but up here, but only these 2 notes. So it ends up that lick. Just stops right there, so there's no root of the F sharp minor, but just those 2 notes. It's all you need. Hits that, leaves some space. Goes over an A. Yeah, kind of try it up here. You can play any variations of these, right? You can just loose idea down to the E, and then does it again. And this time it stops here because you want to stop on an A and not up to that. So there's kind of like 2 variations he's out of that. Going up to the F sharp there, not to the F sharp note, but outlining the F sharp minor chord there, and then stopping if it's just on A. So he repeats that lick kind of throughout, as we'll see, you know. But that's it for the chorus. He does similar stuff for the other choruses, which are just some extra chords in there. One spot, there's a G toss in there, nothing too crazy there. But let's check out the one other kind of different part, which is the guitar solo, the second solo. So the first one goes over the intro part, really brief, you know, but it's such a slow song. Get a little bit of time there. And then over this other part. So let's give it a listen first, and then I'll show you what's going on. So now his approach is a little different because Jerry's now soloing, so he's not playing this high stuff. He's going down a little lower, playing more open chords, just get that A right. And I wrote it out 1, 2, 3, 4, meaning the beat. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat, just so you wouldn't think it was 2 beats each, it goes to an A7. He does this voice thing. It's a little tricky to play. So it's like playing an A7. You're going A, A7. But putting a C sharp in the bass, so technically an A7 over C sharp. You give it some movement to lead it up into D, which, before I forgot the one change in the other chorus. There is a part where it goes A to an E over G sharp. I just thought of that, thinking of the slash chord, and then moves it down 2 more frets to a D, but plays this E open. So adding that second there. So that's just a little cool sound there. But that's it with that. So just A, E over chord G, D, technically over an F sharp, and an E on top. So that's in the other choruses. But back to here, we've got again A, the 1B real quick of that A7 over C sharp, D, back to A, and then does it again, and then just A, E, and D, and just repeats that again. That's it. So a lot of this is just knowing, your bar chord shapes and just picking little pieces of it. So these little triad shapes, and then these little variations around it. Sometimes playing that open string there and stuff. And that's about it. That'll give you some good framework for getting that kind of Bob approach. Just beautiful, beautiful acoustic stuff. I love his playing so much. And if you want to try it out with the practice backing track, got a link right here in the description down below. So try it out yourself. Just try it real slow if it's overwhelming for you. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video.